The algorithm predicted the unrest 3 days before it began. Across Kigali, silent servers hummed, sifting data, learning patterns. Rwanda, a nation forged in the crucible of tragedy, is betting its future on artificial intelligence. From drone delivery to predictive policing, this small East African nation is leapfrogging its neighbors, aiming for something unprecedented, Africa's first digital-first economy. But at what cost? For centuries, the narrative of Africa has been dictated from afar. A continent spoken, not spoken. But the winds are shifting. A new dawn is breaking, and a digital revolution is sweeping across the land. Today, we journey to a nation rewriting its own story, a nation determined to forge its own destiny. Rwanda. A land scarred by a past too horrific to ignore, yet defined by a present brimming with innovation and a future blazing with ambition. They've looked into the abyss and chosen progress. They've transformed tragedy into opportunity. The echoes of 1994 still reverberate, but the nation is not defined by them. It is by them. With a new generation hungry for change, Rwanda is strategically positioning itself at the forefront of Africa's digital revolution. Their strategy is ambitious, their focus absolute. They are building a digital-first economy, brick by digital brick. In 2018, the Rwandan government launched its National Strategy for Transformation, a bold plan with digital transformation at its core. We see it in the bustling markets, where transactions are increasingly cashless. We see it in the drone deliveries bringing healthcare to remote villages. We see it in the classrooms, where young minds are being nurtured to become the coders and innovators of tomorrow. But the question remains, how does a small, landlocked nation, once synonymous with unimaginable devastation, dare to dream so big? How does it not only compete but in the global race for technological dominance? The answer, my friends, may surprise you. It lies not in vast oil reserves or untapped mineral wealth. It lies in something far more powerful, a single-minded pursuit of artificial intelligence. Wait, what? Why it matters now? The story of Africa is often told through the lens of resource extraction, of aid dependency, of a continent bypassed by the technological revolution. But that narrative is crumbling. Across the continent, new power dynamics are emerging, shifting away from traditional partnerships and forging bold, independent paths. And at the heart of this shift lies data, the new oil, and the ambition to control its flow. For decades, Western influence has been the dominant force in African development. But the 21st century has witnessed a seismic realignment. Since the year 2000, China has invested over $2 trillion in Africa. Let me repeat that. $2 trillion. That's more than the entire Marshall Plan, the US program that rebuilt Europe after World War II, adjusted for inflation. This influx of capital has built infrastructure, spurred economic growth, and created new opportunities. But it has also come with strings attached. Loans, resource extraction, and a focus on physical infrastructure sometimes overshadow the development of local skills and digital capacity. The old model is simple: Africa provides raw materials, the West and now the East provide finished goods and technology. But what happens when an African nation decides it wants to be the one developing the technology, controlling the data, and shaping its own digital future? What happens when it strives to leapfrog the industrial age and become a digital-first economy? That is precisely what Rwanda is attempting. But there's a catch. Rwanda's groundbreaking initiative comes with a startling twist. The talent pool they are building is not exclusive to Rwandan nationals. The very initiative that could usher in East Africa's most powerful economy is also being offered to train, house, and equip thousands of African refugees from across the continent. Wait, what? Rwanda's ambition isn't just about algorithms and data centers. It's about rewriting the narrative. For too long, Africa has been a consumer of technology, not a creator. Rwanda's AI strategy challenges that paradigm, paving the way for a future where African solutions are built by African minds, solving African problems. This digital leap has tangible implications for everyday life. From precision agriculture boosting food security to AI-powered healthcare accessible in remote villages, the benefits are real and immediate. Rwanda's success story demonstrates that with vision and strategic investment, any African nation can harness the power of AI to drive economic growth and improve the lives of its citizens. Join us in celebrating and supporting African innovation. You can find our exclusive Pornoafric merchandise, featuring unique designs that tell these powerful stories, at pornoafric.com/merch.html. Items start from just $29. Now, let's amplify this message. Tag someone who needs to hear the African Story Globe Show in Europe, Africa.